Thanks for tuning in. I want you to look at this brief clip, and it just reminds me of all the little street urchins, the little degenerates that want to roll up. You think you're so hot, you think you're so tough with your gun. You got your fellow little hoodlums with you. You're running around just terrorizing, shooting folks, picking up bricks, throwing throwing those at people's heads, robbing purses, snatching cars. So when you're out in society, you're the tough guy. You got your gun, you got your crew. Oh, you think you got this. And here's the part that blows my mind. I don't know what degenerate, what dum-dum didn't get the memo. Crime doesn't pay. So you're tough in that moment. But they don't seem to get when you're in that tank, when you're in that cell, where your friends at? They might be in another cell catching some hands, catching some work. So here's a clip here. Fair use. This man and two others committed a heinous crime. So the other two, they're not showing them, but I want you to see him. And I know the people that need to see this, they don't get it. I think some are just born stupid. But check this out. Here's how the tough guy reacted in the end. So fair use, let's check out this clip.
Selfishness is complete disregard of and disrespect of others and life.
Next, we take you to Cincinnati, Ohio, for the sentencing of 23-year-old Jaleel Smith Riley. Nearly 3 years earlier, 20-year-old Portia Brooks was in her car with boyfriend Aaron Martin when Smith Riley and two men approached, looking to rob them. You can see the group on the security footage as they near the vehicle. Smith Riley ordered Martin out of the car, and when he didn't have any cash, he shot him in the head, causing permanent brain damage.
There was a guy outside of the car who looked like he was bleeding from multiple spots.
Smith Riley then leaned into the car and fired at Brooks.
There's a lady in it, and she's bleeding.
She died 3 days later. After a lengthy investigation, police arrested Smith Riley, charging him with both shootings. To avoid the death penalty, he pled guilty to aggravated murder and attempted murder. He's now facing a sentence from anywhere between 23 years to life without parole. But before sentencing, with victim Aaron Martin sitting in the gallery, Portia Brooks' family speaks directly to the court, as well as the man who shattered their lives.
He killed me mentally, emotionally. He killed my identity as a mother of three, as a family of four. This is what I have left because of his greed, his selfishness, his complete disregard of and disrespect of others and life. This is what I have left. I talk to her, I kiss her, I hold her. But as you can see, I get nothing back except the reality that she is gone.
Next to speak was Portia's younger sister.
He wants parole. Well, I want my sister. Let's trade. I have to deal with life without Portia, so he should deal with life without parole.
Then it's Smith Riley's turn to try to convince the court that he deserves leniency.
Lord, go back away. I'm so sorry. This is what I'm comfortable with.
And his attorney offers some final words.
This is somebody that feels genuine remorse. This is somebody that thinks about this every day, and he knows that he can't go back in time and not do what he did.
Finally, it's Judge Charles Kubicki who gets the last word.
Four defendants serve a term of life without parole. As to count 4, the defense of attempted murder.
Now, did you see that? He had the craziest look ever. Talking about first, you want to go home. You want to go home someday. Are you serious? Let's watch it again. He really looks like that saying they call dead in the eyes. But don't forget, he was a tough guy in the street, ladies and gentlemen. Shot the girl in the head. And he shot the man in the head and caused, obviously a problem with his brain. So he was a tough guy with his homies. We run the night. We are terror on wheels with dreads attached. You a criminal. Oh, you all that. But look at him now. Look at him now. One on one.
Four defendants serve a term of life without parole. As to count four, the defense of attempted murder.
Smith Riley receives a life sentence. He is not eligible for parole.
And it's things like this. I wish the younger ones could get a clue. When you're out there, you're doing all this nonsense. When they get at you, the law gets at you, you're not able to handle it. Honestly and truly. I mean, look at you're not so tough now. You're not going to have your partners with you. You're not going to have your gun with you. And this fool's about 30 something and still stupid. So that's the part that bothers me. I don't understand. A lot of these people, they're just not parenting. Who didn't get the memo? He got life in prison. And we all know the horrible things that happened there. I don't know if maybe these kids, I'm not going to discuss it, but maybe they need to look at Oz. But they're so stupid, they think, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. That's the whole thing. They don't think. So this one right here, well, I'm sure he was a tough guy. When he was out there that night walking with his gun, want to rob someone, and then he took a life, shot the man in the head, and look at the terror of the family. But now it's your time. It's your time for you to get sentenced. And you up her. I mean, I'm like, man, is he finna do like a Kenya Moore twirl the way he went down? But I guess he kept it straight and just collapsing. But you a tough guy out there in those streets. And this is what is so sad. So many of them, they're young. They don't learn until it's too late. So I'm going to close out. I just want to make that point in this video. Um, I'm going to show it one more time. So, wow, he's a real, and even the way he said he's sorry, it sounds so tacky. And those fake tears, no, you're only crying because number one, you might be getting a little work in that prison. Maybe you found you a boyfriend and you don't really go down that. That's not your preference. So there's one victim there. But this is the tough guy. When he had that gun, he wasn't crying. When he was pulling that trigger, he wasn't crying. Coming to rob him, he wasn't crying. But now look. So he's probably realized, he's been locked up. This is it for me. The rest of your life. I'm so sorry.
And his attorney offers some final words.
This is somebody that feels genuine remorse. This is somebody that thinks about this every day, and he knows that he can't go back in time and not do what he did.
Finally, it's Judge Charles Kubicki who gets the last word.
Four defendants serve a term of life without parole.
Look at him like he's about to go to infinity and beyond. But he was a tough guy out in those streets. Look at him now. Look at him now. And this is a part the young ones just don't get. They do not get it. Anyway, I just want to share that information. Not so tough now. He's weeping like a little woman. Hoo, hoo, hoo. They're probably thinking his grandmother. Hoo, hoo, hoo. But he's caused those families to weep. And I have no sympathy for him. My heart goes out to the families, but for him, I had no sympathy for his family. I had no sympathy because I hate to tell you this. A lot of times when these guys commit these crimes, man, the family is holding them up, holding them down. Think, when they committed that crime, they slept somewhere, somebody's dwelling, somebody's house or apartment. So they're protected in the community. So look at your boy now, Mr. Tough Guy. He has earned the right to be in prison for the rest of his life. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share. Most of all, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I am out.